Welcome to JMW's Inside Man YouTube channel. Harry Abrams is a partner within JMW's employment law team and specialises in tech and gaming. So, Harry, gaming and esports is growing in popularity. What does that mean for employment law?
Yeah, so to be honest, whenever an industry is thriving, there are employment law considerations to think of. If companies are growing, they need to ensure they've got the correct contractual documentation in place if they start increasing their hiring demands. And we can help companies with that, making sure specifically that any new senior hires they bring in aren't under any restrictions from their previous employer that may delay the start date or impact their duties once they get going. And I think obviously because it's becoming more and more popular, it's becoming a more competitive landscape to hire and work in. So I think that a lot of companies need to strongly consider how they can position themselves as an employer of choice in this industry. And what I actually find is typically it's a younger workforce in the gaming industry. And I've actually seen a growing trend where employees specifically seem to value career progression, career opportunity, sometimes even more than salary. So it's definitely worth companies considering how they can structure remuneration and benefit packages to make sure they don't have to go back out to market to replace employees who may have left to try and gain more senior roles elsewhere.
And you've got a wealth of experience in esports and tech in general as well. Do you find that experience helps in advising?
Yeah, I think it absolutely does. So firstly, I'm obviously able to give views on what the trends are and the hot topics in this area. And it's very much a tight ecosystem, the esports and gaming industry. And a lot of people know each other. So I can actually help introduce our clients to other potential service providers, whether that's recruitment companies in this space or tax advisors in this space that can then help them kind of fill a gap that the client may have. And I can also tailor my approach to my advice, knowing how gaming companies like to operate and how they like to position themselves in the market, because that can often impact the strategy that they may take with their employees. And one thing I really like about this industry is how passionate the people you work for are. So whether that's me advising the founder of a gaming company who's been working on a game for 5 or 10 years, or the employees themselves who have a real passion typically to gaming, and they can kind of bring that to life on a day-to-day basis. So it's a nice industry to work for. And I really enjoy when I speak at various events and go to these events, there's that perfect balance in this industry between being competitors, but also collaborators. And I think that's one of the best things about working in the industry.
And how can you, more generally in the employment law team here at JMW Solicitors, help businesses in this sector?
We can help them in lots of ways. So as I said earlier on, sort of making sure the contractual documentation is kind of proper and fit for purpose. And we often carry out reviews of handbooks or contract templates. And we can also make sure that their intellectual property is all protected and their sort of corporate structure is fit for purpose. And obviously JMW being a full service law firm, I can then sort of introduce my colleagues to my gaming clients and esports clients to make sure that all their legal needs are kind of met. Me personally, on a day-to-day basis, I often help clients with performance management, sickness absence, disciplinaries, grievances, senior executive exits, and as I said, sort of their growth strategies as well. So I try and help my clients in as many ways as possible.
Harry, thank you for your insight. If you'd like to contact Harry, you can email insideman@jmw.co.uk or call 0161 82 81 999. Please also subscribe to the JMW Inside Man YouTube channel for the latest legal news, hints and tips. I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man.